Hello, darling, and welcome to Wednesdays with Mojo. I almost forgot there for a sec. And I'll tell you why. I'm a little discombobulated. I need to get recombobulated. That's it. So I have just had this crazy morning. I came into work late. I chose to come into work late because I am my own boss and I could do that. And I decided to spend some extra time with my husband this morning, and we had a nice time. That was lovely. Unfortunately, I accidentally got some regular coffee, not decaf like I usually drink, and it tends to make me a little jittery. And so that you know. Then I came into my office and I'm doing some little admin stuff for my mom on personal things. And I'm not going to go into the details because it's private. And I needed to make a bunch of copies, and some of the copies had to be stapled in the middle of the page, to make a little booklet, and some of them didn't. And so the little booklet pages had to be two-sided, and all I have is like a little desktop printer copier. And so anyway, the stapling the middle of that booklet wound up being really a big fat pain in the ass. And maybe I didn't have to do it. I don't even know, but I did it. And it was very frustrating. And so then I took my jittery caffeinatedness and put it with the frustration over the stapling and was like, holy crap, this is not what I thought this morning was going to look like. So then at 11, all that happened before 11. And at 11, I had, I was winding down the stapling and deciding to leave it for later because at 11, I had a class to attend. And it was a very good class, but it went to 12, and I'm supposed to be here at 12. And so I did leave early, but I had to finish the stapling because my daughter's taking the stapled stuff to my mom. So it's just been a little, it's good to come here and breathe with you and have a break. So, hi, I'm Mojo Medium. Welcome to Woo Wednesdays. This is my talk show where I present all kinds of ideas. I interview people when I get the chance. I read angel cards and talk about all things woo. We are adding a new feature at least once a month. Excuse me. I'm going to do a section that is channeled. And my channeled source calls itself or themselves Mother Spirit. And so I have found that I really enjoy channeling. I felt a little bit of that uh, Mother Spirit coming through there. Um, hold your horses. They get kind of anxious sometimes. Okay, so we're going to start like I like to start with the good news only angel cards. Good news only fortune telling cards I was inspired to design and create many years ago. Here's the cover card. Many years ago, I just had one too many people who found out I was a psychic medium, and the first thing they said was, "What bad thing do I need to get ready for? What terrible thing is going to befall me in the next month?" And I'm like, dude, if you just look for the bad, that's what you're going to find. And actually, expectation is a big part of manifesting. And as you probably know, uh, manifestation or law of attraction or vibe alignment is going on all the time, whether you're doing it consciously or not. And when you are getting what you don't want, that's because you've put out a vibe of what you don't want, right? So, anyway, our brains protect us by keeping us in what is familiar. Our brains are always on the lookout for danger. And so that when you see the saber-toothed tiger, you can run. In our modern world, there's not a whole lot that's really going to kill you. Although okay, never mind. I'm not going to get into my sociology and anthropology right now. I'm going to try to keep myself under control. Yes, down. So when you look for the bad, you find the bad, but that's already going on all the time, right? When you look for the good, you also find the good. Isn't that great? And so if you're expecting something or looking forward to something, anticipating something, it actually releases dopamine in your brain, and that's one of our feel-good chemicals. So I give you something to look forward to with these good news only cards. Each card has a word or phrase that can only be interpreted. You're only allowed to think of it as something good. It's never going to be an admonishment or a warning or anything like that. It's always going to be something to look forward to. Now, if you have your own deck, which I'm shuffling 3 times, you can pull a card anytime you like for something to look forward to, and or to see how that guides your day. You can kind of start looking at these like angel cards, help you communicate with spirit. And if you don't have it, and I'm reading your angel card for you, then I like to try to give you something a little more specific than what's on the card, which thing on the card is fine. And by the way, if it comes up upside down, that doesn't mean it's bad news, okay? It's not like a tarot card. All right, so extra time. Boy, I love that, right? Looking forward to extra time in your day. Well, I've already taken extra time out of my day. Maybe I will get it back. Don't know how that's going to happen. I don't want to stay up late to make up for the time I lost in my day. Okay, extra time. Well, it does feel like it has to do with your work. And by the way, this is for you whenever you may see it. That's how readings work. Okay. Yeah, it does feel like it pertains to your work in some way that you have extra time. Like if you were a student, you might get extra time to work on the project that you're past due on, something like that. But more likely, it's something to do with your work where you have extra time, a deadline gets extended, or for whatever reason, you get extra time. And so that's something to look forward to where you can kind of, oh, okay, I can relax about this because I've got extra time. I love it. Or maybe you'll find a time machine and stumble back a little while and take all the extra time you ever need. Okay, later in this broadcast, towards the end, I will also throw 3 angel cards and give you readings for those. All right, so stay tuned with that. All right, let's see here. I think the main thing today is for me to do the channeled section. I want to make sure I do that. I also want to talk a little bit about something that is coming up for me. Oh yeah, I didn't introduce myself, did I? Well, I am a psychic medium. I'm also a speaker, author, trainer of spiritual guides, and all around interesting, fabulous person, right? Not really. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me see. I need to answer this really quickly. Um, I need to let my mom know that I am live, right? Okay. So what I do is I lead future spiritual guides and spiritual leaders to help me help the world rise into a new paradigm, which is one of greater peace and prosperity and one of connection and community. Essentially, the virtues and the values of the divine feminine energies. Got it? Okay, that's what we do. How? Oh, all kinds of ways. You just ask me. You can reach me at mojomedium@gmail.com. Ask me whatever you need to know, or you put it in the comments here. And you can also go to the website, mojomedium.com, super easy, mojomedium.com, and find everything you need there, okay? But feel free to email me personally. I will answer you personally because that's the way that this works, the way that I work. All right, once again with the mom. I just told her I will talk to her later. All right. So why don't we go ahead and jump in and do the channeling? You want to? Hopefully there will be no further interruptions. Although, you know what? Oh my gosh, I was channeling a little short message on TikTok yesterday, and I got interrupted. I mean, the phone rang and I had to take it because it was about the stapling paperwork that I was doing this morning. And so I just stopped my TikTok in the middle of channeling Answered the phone, took care of that, came back, picked right up. It was amazing. So if we get interrupted, we get interrupted, we go with it. It's all good. I can do it. All right. We do love the breath. We do love the breath. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Ah, we're a bit dry. Today, we want to tell you about you because that's what you want to know about. Everyone likes to know about themselves, and that's what we are bringing you here today. You are far more intuitive than you know. Now, this is something that is probably not surprising to you particularly, or you may have heard before. So we want to tell you about what you need to do about that, which is also what you would like to know. What do you do about this intuition? What if you were extremely psychic? What difference would it make? And how would you get there? So, being intuitive, developing your natural intuition, it is a talent that everyone has. However, some have more than others. And you, right now, watching this when you're watching this is not the first time recently that you have been told this. As we said, you've heard it before. But recently, you've heard it more and more that you are more intuitive than you know. And so, here are your questions. How do I develop it? And what do I do with it after that? All right. So to develop your intuition, you must start with accepting that you are intuitive. You may think that you are not, or that people telling you this are crazy. It's not true. Start with journaling. Simply write down, I am more intuitive than I thought I was. I have a good intuition. I have a strong intuition. I can trust my intuition. And use that as affirmations. Affirmations when you go to sleep. This is perfect. Very good way to get started. Also add the affirmation, I am worthy of developing my intuition. I am worthy of awareness of my intuition and being intuitive. Yes. Now, the one where we hesitated was about meditation. Meditating is one of the greatest ways to tune into your inner guidance, your intuition, and your spirit guides. And through that, all that is, because everything is connected, as you know. However, meditation is difficult for most, for many, not most. So MoJo is able to teach you, but there are many resources. Go onto your YouTube and search for free guided meditations, meditation lessons. You will find it. And try, give it 5-10 minutes a day for 2 weeks and see how that feels. And then, play with it. Play with it. Oh, play with magic things. Get angel cards, get runes, get tarot cards, get regular playing cards, whatever tool might present itself to you or interest you. Present itself to you, you may be given a gift of a deck of angel cards or a book, or you may stumble across them in the thrift store and you may choose to take them home with you. It's not true that you must be given your first deck of cards as a gift. Fear not. It matters not. That is superstitious nonsense. So play with these things. Play with regular playing cards. This card is the Ace of Hearts. Play with it. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Sit in the coffee shop and say, the next person to walk through the door will be a man or a woman. Choose. That will be a man. You have a good chance of being right and a good chance of being wrong. Try it. Play with it. This is strengthening your intuition. Simple things. fun things, magical things that you can do to strengthen your intuition. Now, the other question, what do you do with it when it is stronger, better, more trustworthy, when you are more in tune? What do you do with it? Well, every time before that, when you have said, what do I do now? Or I wonder what I should do about this. Or when you are feeling like, I don't like this situation, I want a better situation for myself. When you are wondering what's happening with someone else in your life, anytime that you are wondering, asking, needing to know, that is when you use that intuition to determine what you need to know. And that is what it is good for. It is also very good to put to work in service to others. The more intuitive among us are better able to help others in almost any field because we know what they need and how they need to receive that. Yes, you are understanding. What more has there to do? You feel complete with this message? Yes. Okay, so that was interesting. You know, this is MoJo, yeah. So every time I do this, it feels more and more integrated. It is more and more as if they are speaking through me and I am speaking with them. And I know that, they are the source of pretty much everything I've learned and experienced for a long time. And so, you know, it's an interesting feeling. It's hard to explain unless you're channeling yourself. Speaking of, I will recommend somebody if you are interested in channeling. Her name is Denai Novoa, Danay, Danay, pronounced Denai. Last name Novoa, Novoa. And I think it's just deniednovoa.com, but you can also Google her. She is a channel and she helps other people channel. And I think that's really cool. And I do think she's very good. I think that she's good at what she does. She didn't teach me. It just sort of happened to me. And then I found her not long after that and was like, oh, there's somebody who does this. And so she was at least able to kind of validate or confirm that what I was doing was coming through the right way. I don't think there's a right way, but yes, that I was not, kidding myself. So, all right, let's see here. I want to ask you a question. I am preparing a packet of little giveaway things, little freebies for you to do what I call align alone, align with the divine. If you are not ready to take a class with me or get coached with me or even to get a reading or whatever, you could get this little freebie pack. So I want to know, what would you like to go in the freebie pack? Now I have some ideas. One is the Destiny Workbook. Another one is 4D, which is an ebook about manifestation. It's a simple manifestation tool. And that one I usually charge a little bit for, but this would go into the freebie pack. And then I was thinking something to do with meditation, which is what Mother Spirit just came through with about meditation. And I was thinking about, would you rather have my little super easy meditation guide for people who can't meditate? Or would you rather have a guided meditation video in the pack? What appeals to you? So let me know about that. Either email me at mojomedium@gmail or put it in the comments below. Okay. Well, I have to say, usually I go 45 minutes. But since it's just me today, which doesn't happen very often, and I don't have anybody to interact with personally, I want to go ahead and do the 3x3 angel card readings. Are you ready? Um, so I will explain what this is. It's three deep breaths, three shuffles of the cards, and then three cards that are dealt out and read for you. So we'll walk through this. First, we're going to take three deep breaths. Three deep breaths. Wow, I still have a little mother spirit stuck in my teeth because that happens when I'm channeling. It's kind of stumbles. Okay, three deep breaths, during which time I want you to focus on this thought, this feeling. I call on my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. Once again, I call on my angels and guides, as well as all those who have my best interests at heart. You ready? I like to fold my hands and cross my ankles, so I'm crossing the midline, and I close my eyes. You can do whatever is comfortable for you. All right. That is also, that's what I call the micro meditation. It's also great for pressing the reset button or, the equivalent of count to 10 before you lose your temper. Or, wow, I'm really frustrated over these fucking staples. I need to do that. Just helps you recenter, realign, get grounded, tune in. All right, so I'm shuffling three times. I already did once without telling you the instructions. I want you to think of your biggest question or concern right now. If you have too many, to choose only one, or if you can't think of anything, feel free to use the default question, what do I need to know right now? Okay, I'm going to start over and chant, but there we go again. Shuffle three times while you imbue the deck with your thoughts. And yes, even though you're watching this in the replay, this is for you right now. All right. Okay. So think of your question or concern while I channel. I'm not going to get that right. I just blow it off while I mix up the cards. All right. Now I'm going to cut the deck. And your job with this time is I'm pulling three cards. I want you to choose one, two, or three for your card. Okay. Setting them down face down. I like to do this too. So I'm going to write it down. What was that good news only? Oh, yeah, extra time. I love it. See, I'm already getting extra time back because I'm wrapping this up a little early. 15 minutes, Prezi for me. All right. So one, two, and three. I like to choose one, two. Good, good, good. Okay. Don't overthink it. Choose one, two, or three. And here's the thing. If you're if you are witness to somebody else's reading ever, in any reading of any kind, and it resonates with you, that reading for that other person resonates with you, it is for you. If it means something to you, it means something to you. If John Edward is talking to somebody's grandpa and you go, wow, that sounds just like my grandpa, it is. Okay. That's how this little old universe works. Trust me. Not going into the quantum physics of it. I'm just going to tell you it's for you. All right. That means that even though you chose card number one, two and three may also have messages that are meant for you right now. Okay. All right. So if you chose card number one, this is your card. Tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self care. So this is less about the self care, really. It may be referring back to the meditation instructions that came through. But here's what I'm getting specifically is that you are going to find yourself with time to relax and enjoy your solitude. That could be the extra time. Unexpectedly, you'll get to relax and just do what you want to do for a little while, maybe for a day or two. I'm just thinking right now, what if I could watch whatever I wanted to on TV and I didn't have to lose sleep to do it? So that's the kind of thing that this card is about. Take advantage of a moment or a long moment alone to do what you want to do. You don't have to meditate. Just do what you want to do. Okay, cool. All right, if you chose card number 2, this is your card. Simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. Okay, so let's extrapolate that a little bit. First of all, face value is that it really does shift the energy if you eliminate clutter or clear something out. You can clear out a drawer and you will shift energy. Okay, you can clear out a closet. You can declutter your whole home, and man, things will change because you are freeing yourself from mental and energetic connections to these things. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so face value. Now then, simplify the clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. Again, this is coming back to your work. Oh gosh. Okay. So this has to do with literally and figuratively, like you want to like clear your desktop. And I'm looking at mine and thinking, oh, um, clean out your files, throw things out that you don't really need. And figuratively, you want to drop projects that or things that you're working on that aren't really going anywhere. So that means you kind of have to kind of have to recondo them like, does this bring me joy on each of your projects? But really, in your work, it's like, is this really going to get me to the goals? Is this going to get the results that I need? And it may be a situation where you have to talk to your boss about it. Okay, moving right along. If you chose card number 3, this is your card. Accept heaven's help. You've prayed for help. So get out of the way and let heaven help you. Reminding you that heaven's help comes in many forms. You know how we deliver messages to one another. We offer help to one another. We do all kinds of things. And in this way, we are being the support for others that the others have put out the vibe that they need it, right? It's not like, oh, accept heaven's help means the booming voice of God tells you to accept this message to help you to, it's not that. It is practical terms of the help that you need. And this time in particular, I'm feeling like, now don't take this the wrong way, but I do feel like it's time to see a therapist if you have been struggling in any way. Therapy is great for self-awareness, and self-awareness is everything for other awareness. If you want to help people, become as self-aware as you possibly can. And that goes again back to the channeled message about intuition, right? So that is our little broadcast for today. Again, I'm MoJo Medium. Join us next week for Woo Wednesdays, noon Central, every week. And if you want to sign up to join us, you can register for free at mojomedium.com. All right. Thank you so much and have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine, the snow, the rain, whatever you've got. And I will too. See you soon.